Now let's talk about SNS. So what if you want to send one message to many receivers? So we have the possibility to do a direct integration. So we have our buying service and it needs to send an email, talk to the fraud service, talk to their shipping service, maybe talk to another SNS queue. And so we could integrate all these things together, but it would be quite painful. The other approach is to do something called PubSub, or publish, subscribe. And so our buying service publishes data to our SNS topic, and our SNS topic has many subscribers, and all these subscribers get that data in real time as a notification. So it could be an email notification, it could be a fraud service, shipping service, SQSQ. You're basically able to send your message once to an SNS topic and have many services receive it. Now for SNS, the event producer, the idea is that it only sends one message to the SNS topic, and you can have as many event receivers or subscriptions as we want to listen to the SNS topic notifications. Each subscriber to the topic will get all the messages, although now there's a new feature to filter messages that is a bit advanced, maybe not asked at the exam yet. You can have up to 10 million subscriptions per topic, so you have quite a bit of scale in terms of the number of subscribers you want, and you have 100,000 topics as a limit. So it gives you a wide range of use cases and designs that you may want to choose for your architecture. Now, what are subscribers? Well, they can be many different things. They could be an SQSQ, HTTP or HTTPS endpoint, and you can set how many times you want to try the delivery. Address Lambda, we haven't seen it yet, but it is a very common subscriber. Emails, SMS messages, and mobile notifications. So as you can see, basically any time that in AWS a service says, hey, let's set up an SNS notification to send you an email, well, this is why SNS is used. So in terms of integration, I think this is the idea of SNS, at least in the exam, is that it integrates with so many Amazon products. So all these services can directly send data to SNS for notifications. For example, CloudWatch for alarms, Autoscaling group notifications, Amazon S3 when you have bucket events like new files, etc. CloudFormation, so when there's a state change, for example, there's a failure. We've seen other things as well, so etc. You know, the CloudWatch event rules, for example. So all these things do integrate with SNS, and so that gives you a wide range of use cases, and you can really build onto that to send these notifications to whatever you wanted. Now, how do you publish to SNS? Well, you can do a topic publish, and you can use your AWS server using the SDK or the CLI. So you create a topic, you create a subscription or many subscriptions, and you publish the topic, and all your subscriptions will receive the data. And you have the direct publish, which is more for mobile applications. I don't think this is straight in the scope of the exam, but so you would create something called a platform application. You create something called a platform endpoint, and directly your apps can publish to the platform endpoint, and other apps would receive notification. It works with all the notification deliveries for mobile, such as Google GCM, Apple APNS, and Amazon ADM, and others as well. So this is a little bit out of the scope, but just so you know, you can use SNS more traditionally within your AWS infrastructure, or use it as a mobile app SDK notification service. Now, there is a very common pattern, which I think is definitely in the scope of the exam, which is SNS and SQS, and it's called fan out. So the idea is that you want to publish that data, you know, that someone has been buying something, you want to publish it to many SQS queues. And so what you want to do is just push it once in SNS, and then have many SQS queue receive that message. So your buying service publishes to an SNS topic, and 2 or more SQS queues are subscribed to that SNS topic. Turns out that the first one is for your fraud service and the second one is for your shipping service, but basically your message got delivered to many SQS queue at the same time. And so the idea is that this is fully decoupled. Your buying service only published one message and it was received many times by many queues. There's no data loss, so even if your fraud service or your shipping service don't process the data right now, your data isn't lost, which isn't the case with SNS topic. You have to process the data right away as it's being pushed to you. And you're able to add receivers of data later. So your buying service still keeps on sending data to that SNS topic, but you can add queues later if you want other services to receive the data as well. SQS will allow for you to process your data in your own time and can allow you to retry your work, and you can have as many workers as you want on one queue or just one worker on the other queue. It just allows you to completely scale your paradigm easily. And so the SNS and SQS fan out is a very popular question at the exam. And so all you need to remember is that the buying service sends one message to the SNS topic, and that message is sent by the SNS topic to as many SQS queues as you want. So that's it for SNS. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you in the next lecture.